Alright guys, I'm in the FTA today, or my field training area. This is where I like to go to practice some of my bushcraft, evaluate some of the new information that I've gotten, or to test out equipment, skills, whatever. Today we are going to try to start fire in the rain. Now it's not raining right now, but it's been raining for the last 12 hours, and I'm pretty sure there ain't nothing dry. Whew. It's a good little climb, and I'm not done. I'm out of shape, which is another good reason why I'm up here. You can possibly see by the lay of the land, this is a pretty good incline. Now I still got to go up yonder. I like to try to find me a little flat area. Now I'm not going to stop in this area because there's really no overhead cover with the leaves. These are a bunch of pine trees. This would be a good place to pick me up some pine needles for tinder. It's not a good place to build a fire because I don't have any leaves to offer like a natural umbrella. There's a couple of trees here that has some. I'm looking for probably the ideal spot. And just keep looking until I find something I like. I just found me a real nice little flat spot right here. It'd be a good place for a tent. I could come up here and tent camp right here. I could have a little fire and it wouldn't be visible to the street or anything. Alright, now I'm going to go up over this little ridge here and see what's on the other side there. And well, this looks about as good a spot as any. I got some foliage above me, act as a little bit of an umbrella. I got a couple of limbs and logs and twigs. So I'm going to go ahead and sit up right here and work this area. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cat scratch out some of this wet shit. The more wet stuff my fire is exposed to, the more work it's going to be for it to ignite. So we'll do that. Collect us up some kindling and some burn wood and see if we can get something started. The only tools we're going to be using today will be a blast match, folding saw, it's Fiskars. That's a fine deal. I love that thing. And my trusty circa 1985 Air Force survival knife. If you're going to trek out and you're going to have a day hike bag or something like that, you're going to at least have some kind of knife. Need to have, even if it's a $3 piece of shit, get you some kind of folding saw, and a blast match is, well, you got to have that. It's wet as hell. So we're going to try to dig down and get us some dry ground. And it doesn't look like there's any here. So we're going to go ahead and utilize this spot. Looks like some snake holes or something. I'll just use a little extra caution right here. I fucking will. Alright, right here's where we're going to put a fire. I need to find some tinder. I'll go ahead and get started putting that down. Gather up some kindling and some firewood. And then we'll put it all together and try to give it a whirl. Plenty of pine trees. Now, look out here where it's out in the open. And you can see everything's just wet. Wet right down to the ground. So we're going to look, try to find something maybe on a slope. See if that improves our chances of luck any. Yeah, look at this. Dry. I'm going to take a bunch of this. Put up here in our fire pit. Alright. So as to be fair, we're not going to go back to the same place. We're going to find someplace else marsh. I don't think there's anything dry right there. Let's look right in here. A lot of leaf coverage. Be my goddamn luck I'll get bit. Some fucking rabbit snake or some shit. That's all damp. It looks kind of dry, probably in the camera, but it's not. Wet, wet, wet. I need enough tinder. Wet, wet. I need enough tinder to get a decent fire going to catch my kindling. We need to focus on phase 1 before we go any further. Otherwise, everything can just be for naught. Here's some little damp, a little dry. Alright, here's the 2 pieces I'm going to use for my kindling. It's all wet. That's alright. We'll break it down to the sizes we need it, and then we'll shave it, get the wet off of it. Take my survival knife and just start scraping this outer layer of wetness off. That's dry right there. That's not bad. This is going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be worth it. Going to be quite a little miracle if we can get this going. Okay, that's all the kindling I'm going to prepare for now. Next thing I'm going to focus on is some burn wood. Let's see if we can't find some. This is the end of my wood that was actually, I got some of my kindling off of. And it's decent sized diameter for burn. So we'll go ahead and put this over here and see if we can't find 1 or 2 more about that size. There's a stick. A little bit small diameter, but fuck it. If we can get this shit to burn, we can get some bigger shit to burn. Bigger stuff's gonna have greater probability of having a dry inside anyway. So I'll spend a little time cutting these down and shaving the outside to get to the dry stuff. I got 6 pieces of burn wood I need to prep, and it's soaking wet on the outside. And here we go, back to shaving again. God damn, that little ant sure can bite. Come on, bitch. Sound like somebody's coming around. It's just rain falling. Too goddamn many years in the woods listening for the outpour. From all that shaving, I got a lot of dry shavings. I'm gonna use this, maybe my ignition Kindle, Amazon Kindle, wood fire kindling. Okay, well, before I do that, set that to the side. I got 5 logs that are cut. I can tell you from experience, a whole log does not burn very well. The way I like to do it is you have some tinder, okay, kindling, split firewood, and then whole firewood. Your split firewood is going to catch a lot easier than your whole. So I'm going to split 2 of these small diameter logs so that they'll catch easier. I'm going to use my Air Force survival knife, find a safe way to plant that, and I'll take one of my bigger whole logs and use it as a club. Okay, that's all nice and dry inside. Now if you see how I'm holding one side of the blade, I can beat on the other side. This is a solid tang, so from the handle all the way down is one solid piece of metal. No worry about it snapping and breaking or anything. Here's my piece of bark. Take some of my dry tinder, instead of just like that. Don't worry, I'm going to bring you in. Be able to do this the fun way. I'm done with this for now. I've got some selected dry shavings on a piece of wet bark. The bark is my transport. Alright, also allow me to hold it. Now what a blast match does, it doesn't make a fire, it makes sparks. You have to know how to take it from spark to fire. So from spark you make ember, from ember you make fire, from fire you survive. So let's take a look. If we just plunge it, it doesn't do anything. Okay, this right here is your fire steel, and your striker is right here. You need to press right here where it's got these little indentations and plunge gently but firmly. Alright, if you go slow, you'll scratch off some of the magnesium. Alright, then when I plunge it, we'll get that. Or just plunge it straight away just to get sparks. Alright, I'm going to just plunge it, try to get an ember. Okay, I'm going to shave some of my rod off. shit ain't as easy as it looks on TV. Oh my God. Man, I had a little something. Just fizzled right on out. I've been doing this for some time. Every fucking ember. I don't know what the fucking deal is. It's just probably too damn damp, too damn humid. As you may be able to tell a little bit later, I have totally, inexplicably given up on starting a fire with just a blast match. So returned to the hacienda, and I fetched me up some grub and what I originally intended on not bringing out, Vaseline cotton ball. I really wanted to do this without any cotton balls or quote unquote cheat items, but it just was not starting. So I'll take this is going to be my pitch stick. I'm going to lay my kindling on. Go ahead and open up this cotton ball a little bit and make sure we got some cotton exposed. Should start no problem. There we go. See if we can get that to catch. And without that cotton ball, I'm just totally fighting a losing battle. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to redesign my kit to ensure I include a cotton ball, a Vaseline cotton ball for survival necessities. If your wood was dry, you could probably cut that cotton ball in half and just use half of that. Now the fire's got to work some of the humidity out of the wood before it can ever catch. Hopefully the cotton ball is going to burn long enough for the wood to catch. Otherwise, it's just wasting my time. May need to add another cotton ball. That one's not getting it yet. It's trying to peter out. That's the last cotton ball I got, so that's gonna have to do us. Now just keep in mind, it's been raining over 12 hours. So all this wood out here is just friggin' wet. And I expected it was going to take a little bit to get a fire going. My cotton ball is just about ready to give up the ghost. It looks like I got a little bit of wood started over here, and feathered me up one of these split woods. See if I can get some of the feathered edge to catch. It looks like it may be doing a little bit. I should have feathered up a bunch more wood. It seemed like that would have been a really good option, and it's also something I didn't think about until it was too late. So that's all we've got right now. Hopefully we can actually get all that to combust well enough to have a decent fire. That's the objective, to have enough fire to be a life-preserving tool. And there's our cotton ball just about to peter out all the rest of the way. And we do have maybe some embers. I'm going to try to blast on it a little bit. There's a little bit. I'll let that finish. Man, I tell you what, this just ain't really looking too good. That ain't looking good at all. No, this is not what we wanted. Oh my God, that's disheartening. Man, I hate to fail. It's supposed to be simple. Well, I went ahead and doused it for safe measure, and this is total fail. Hopefully I'll be able to come back out another time and give it another try. Need to research some more how I went so wrong. It looked like the feather sticks would have helped a whole lot. If I just had the foresight to feather all my kindling, that may have made a difference. We'll come back out and try that, and definitely bring some cotton balls. I really don't want to use more than one cotton ball to get this fire started. That kind of defeats the purpose altogether of being self-sustained on minimal resources.